into prayer because I understand. He said that when you pray, you know what? This is the confidence that I have in 1 John and 4. That this is the confidence that I have in Christ Jesus. When I ask anything in His name, I know He hear me. So therefore, instead of me hollering and screaming, I'm going to speak His word. I'm going to close my mouth and I'm going to begin to get in prayer and hear what God is saying. Because I understand that even though it looks crazy, I understand that I serve a supernatural God. And so situations don't have to be favorable to get my God to move. What am I telling you? 2 plus 2 in the natural is 4. But 2 plus 2 to God don't mean 4. It can mean 10,000. So in other words, because my situation looked jacked up, because I'm sitting out here fishing, I've been out here all night long, and now here it is the daytime, you telling me you want me to go back in the sea. It's daytime. Everybody know if you're a good fisherman, it's better to fish at night. But Jesus told me, go fishing in the daytime. But see, Jesus said, I need you to go deep because I want to show you the thing that man told you what it can't happen. I want to show you it can happen even when the situations aren't favorable to you. If you know how to launch into the deep. It's where you begin to get your mind on Jesus and stop acting like He's a genie. Stop acting like He's your sugar daddy and act like a true son. What am I saying? How would you feel if your child every time, Mama, can you give me this? Mama, can you give me that? Mama, can you do this? Daddy, can you do this? Daddy, can... But they never spend no time with you. Wouldn't that make you mad? I ain't giving you nothing. You can't even come and sit down with me. You can't even watch a movie with me. We can't even walk to the park together. We can't even exercise together. We can't do nothing together, but you want to come on. Mama, can you? I got a problem with that. So if I would have a problem with this in the natural, what make you think Jesus wouldn't have a problem with us like that? See, because when you launch into the deep, you begin to understand that He's a miracle worker. That all He needs is my faith to believe His word and for me to do what His word say do. And so when you launch into the deep, you understanding that I'm pulling on a supernatural God to do some things that seem like they can't be done, but my faith is in Him for Him to do it. And see, as Peter began to go back out into the water, his faith began to say, even though it don't make sense to me, come on here, but I'm going to go out and I'm going to launch it. I'm going to put my mind, come on here, in spite of what it sees, in spite of what it looks like, I'm going to go back out there into the water, even though it don't make sense to me, because it tells me here, is that when He told him to launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a drought, it telling me that Peter was willing to let Jesus to give him constructive criticism. Hear me? See, it's where we get to a place where we get so prideful and we think that we know it. You can be, don't you know, your little 5-year-old grandbaby can tell you something to do. A little 2-year-old can tell you something. And you can learn something from a 2-year-old that you ain't never heard before. But if you always say, I'm an adult, I know the right way, you don't know what you're talking about, so you masking that. So you got to always be at a place where you're open to what God want to say to you. You got to be willing to launch out into the deep, to go back out there into those places that don't make sense to you, to go back. So if you already went to the bank for the loan and the bank told you deny, ain't nothing we can do for you, but God said go to this bank, and you said, well God, they already denied me. He said, but go to this bank. You got to understand, He want to know, can you take constructive criticism even when it looks like in the natural things are not working out for you, even when it looks like what God promised you and said He was going to do, even when it don't look like it's working. How is your heart? Are you going to be like a good soldier and say, you know what, I'm going to go to the bank, God help my unbelief, but I'm going to be obedient? Because see, you got to understand, during this time, Peter said, you know what, I'm going up against everything. Can you imagine how people were looking at him? Man, we fishermen, we know how to do this. You finna listen to a carpenter? A carpenter don't know how to fish. They mix with wood. So you listen to somebody who don't even have the same profession. Come on here. But he was willing to take the criticism that what Jesus was telling him to do. Not only was he willing to take the criticism, but he was willing to humble himself. It said, because verse 5 said, but Simon answered and said to him, Master. See, in other words, when he called him Master, he understood, I know that you're higher than me. I know that you know more than me. He said, but we have toiled all night and caught nothing. See, that was him saying, even though I know I'm a professional, but I just want to let you know we don't did all of this. But at first, he didn't come with the wrong spirit. See, we get too mad and because we feel like God didn't move the way we want him to move, and then we want to start telling God what you said, you were going to do this, you said. But see, you got to understand, you got to come to him with a pure heart. Come on. You got to come with the right spirit. You got to be able to say, you know what, God, you know everything. And you know what, I'm coming to you because I'm lost. I know I've been doing what you told me to do. And see, I understand that you got everything all in your hand. You got everything in control. And so I want to let you know that I'm going to do what you want me to do. Because it said here, Peter said, Master, we have toiled all night and caught nothing. But nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net. When you look at that word, let down, in other words, in the Greek, it means shallow. In other words, he told Peter, I want you to come. Stop trying to worship me from a place as if you know me like that. In other words, he told Peter, I need you to come down. Come humble. Come to a place where you're lowering yourself from where you at, from this high place, to lowering yourself and saying, I know you know more than me. It don't make sense to me, but I'm humbling myself down to you. And it says here that when it said he cast, say he released the net. When it said launch out to the deep and let down your net. So when you come down from one place, a net means that he's casting his faith to receive what he needs from God. What am I saying? God's saying, I'm telling you to go back to that place of being humble in me. Go back and connect yourself back to me and stop walking as if you know me like that when you don't. He said, because I'm going to cause you that when you humble yourself and you coming in the right spirit, and that when you humble yourself, he's seeing that you're lowering your mind, you're lowering your spirit, that you understand when I'm lowering myself, I'm going to get what I need to get.